in 2021, I missed narrowly to become the Member of Parliament of Lamu County. I'm a professional health worker, and I've worked in many places. I worked in Mulago, I worked in Lacho Hospital, and as well as Soroti. I'm a married man. I want to bring this background to tell you who I am. I'm a very committed person. And based on that, Mr. Chairman, allow me move this motion. Mr. Chairman, allow me move that this delegates conference sitting today, August 2024, at Katonga, adopts entirely the report that was presented before the delegate conference by the president of the party, His Worship Riaz Lukwago. I move. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, I moved that this delegates conference adopts the position that we start the process of dissolving FDC party. For a number of reasons. That because of time, I'll not go through. The decision from Achole, Teso, and Renzori, I think has been overtaken by events. Reconciliation is not now possible. We dissolve the party. This is in line, Mr. Chairman, dear delegates, with today's theme of the conference, which says, refocusing forces of change. We really need change in this country. My third motion, Mr. Chairman, I want to move that we start immediately and now the process of registering a new political party that will be a vehicle.
Our members of parliament who are here, my fellow chairmen from various districts, all delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity, Mr. Chairman, first and foremost, you allow me to extend the apologies from my two members of parliament who happen to hail from my area, and that is Honorable Gashom and Honorable Wamai. We were all to come here, but unfortunately this morning I had them telling me, Mr. Chairman, they are unable. I don't know what happened, but both of them were sick. Even one of them called me when I'm in a meeting here. It is very unfortunate. Madam Chairperson, Mr. Chairperson, our Honorable Chairperson, the beloved one, it is actually very, very, very unfortunate. And before I say anything, I have to tell you that I happen to come from the area of the chief architecture of destroying our party FDC. At one time we were here in the National Council because all the rumors were that nobody else can talk in the area of Gisu sub-region. I think so. Those of you who came to Mbare, you knew. I therefore second the motion, and I will ask the person that anything to do with the Mbare, because of the circumstances which are there, I ask for special considerations, because I am sitting with a big snake in my area. So members, I request you that any matter concerning our struggle, Mbare sub-region, Obuji sub-region, should be considered and given a special consideration. So for that matter, therefore, without wasting time, I second the motion in totality. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes.
We have been moved throughout the time by the ideological conception of Dr. Kano Chiza Besije, the ideological conception that states that power back to the people. I want you to repeat this: power back to the people. Power back to the people. Meaning that there is no power within the people. Although our Constitution, Article 1, states that power belongs to the people. Now that we don't have power, where is our power? Who stole our power? Who captured our power? And who is using our power? Now that becomes the ideological conception. I am a refugee in my country. Can that be tolerated? Can that be accepted? That I cannot speak? I am happy that I've been offered this platform to speak, and this can only be done in Forum for Democratic Change. I want to come here and want to tell you that the struggle must continue. And for us who believe in the power and the ideology of immortality, we believe that the spirit is immortal. The spirit is immortal, the body is mortal. The immortality of the spirit of revolution is here. The body is in Najanangumi. Once the spirit has gone, the body rots. Our identity has been vulgarized. They start asking you, are you Katonga? Are you Najanangumi? That must stop. We must belong to one body now and advance as a team. We must advance as one team. Our society has been riddled with corruption. Our youth are being arrested and detained. Our 36 members were abducted in Kenya under the violation of international laws. We are not happy. The state is not neutral. The state is our enemy. Why should the state be our enemy? We want to institute a neutral state that respects the civic rights of citizens, and we want to coexist as the people of Uganda. One Uganda! One Uganda!
Thank you very much.
One people! I second the motion of coming up with a new political party.
Thank you very much. Now, members, delegates, please allow me. We have synthesized. Please allow me to read it for you and ask my colleagues to distribute it. It is not new. It's just packaged in the form of resolutions. Please understand. Forum for Democratic Change National Delegates Conference Resolution. The Forum for Democratic Change National Delegates Conference, sitting at Katonga on the 19th day of August 2024, observe the continued mismanagement of our country, Uganda, by Mr. Museveni and his family, manifested by nepotism, corruption, abduction of citizens, state-instigated violence, torture, killings, and all manner of human rights abuses that has come out of complete state capture. We also observe the erosion, the great erosion of democracy and democratic institutions which have destabilized democracy as we know it. And it has also gone on to compromise political institutions. There's also outright buying off of political parties and political leaders. The vicious and unabated attacks on civic and civil society organizations and the media. We therefore resolve as follows. 1, that we condole with all families that have suffered the brunt of state failure, like the recent waste slide in Chite's Dam. And we hold Mr. Museveni and his government liable and responsible for this. How can a dam kill people? We also reject the endemic and systemic state corruption, growth and development of our country. We hold Mr. Museveni, his family and government liable and responsible for this unchecked level of grand corruption in the country. We condemn state violence and the crackdown that we have experienced, political crackdown of anything of our liberties we do, and the imprisonment of young people that are peacefully exercising their constitutional right to demonstrate against this grand corruption we experience. And this grand corruption is hurting all of us as a country. We condemn the abduction, kidnap, and torture of the 36 FDC leaders that happened to be in Kisumu, Kenya, on the 23rd of July by the same state operatives, security operatives. You know, this reminds us of Idi Amin and how you would be picked and thrown into a boot and you disappear. We are back to that stage, and we don't like that. When our fathers and leaders and families would be kidnapped from Kakamega and thrown in any forest from Malaba to Kampala, and many of them disappeared here in Chireka. So we condemn that. We approve the dissolution of FDC party in accordance with Article 36 of the party constitution. For me as a founder member, part of making this constitution, we knew that we would hit turbulence at some time. And so we provided for dissolution, and this is what we are activating today. This is what we are seeking your approval. It's a painful thing, but surgery happens that way, so that we preserve that part of our history. It is not adulterated. It is not taken to the hawkers, so that we preserve that part of our history. Because my fear is that they are going to write a new part and edit out who we are. So we are seeking to dissolve Forum for Democratic Change. And we are the only people who can do so. We are also asking that we extend the term of office of all the interim leaders and organs that you did offer, give this responsibility to oversee the dissolution of that party and also the registration of a new party. Because we need leadership to transit. And finally, we commit ourselves to working with our genuine democracy-seeking forces to rescue our beloved country, Uganda. This is the draft resolution that we are asking you to digest and approve. Together with the report that the President has read to us. So I want to keep your contributions. The motion has been moved. I would want for you to amend it to include this so that we pass it. Lamo.
John Gwok, District Chairperson, FDC Lamuo, want to amend a motion for the adoption of the report of the National Executive, amend to include the following. One, that we condole with the families that have suffered the brunt of said failures, like the recent waste slide in Kitezek Dump, and hold Mr. Museveni and his government liable and responsible for this. Two, reject the endemic and systemic state corruption that risks the stability, security, growth, and development of our country. We hold Mr. Museveni, his family and government liable and responsible for this unchecked level of grand level of corruption in the country. Three, we condemn the state violence, crackdown and imprisonment of young people peacefully protesting against this grand corruption. Four, we condemn the abduction, kidnap and torture of the 36 FDC leaders that happened in Kisumu, Kenya on 23rd July 2024, 23rd July 2024 by state security operatives. Five, we approve the dissolution of the FDC party in accordance with Article 36 of our party constitution. We resolve to form a new political party. We extend the term of the office of all the interim FDC leaders and organizations to oversee the dissolutions of Forum for Democratic Change and registration of a new political party. Finally, we commit to working with all genuine democracy-seeking forces to rescue our beloved country, Uganda. Mr. Chairman, I move.
You know, the turning up of members in a big number is a sign of unity and seriousness. I must say that it is very painful when you recall from where we have come from since 2001 up to date. Outside there, FDC has been a party desired by everybody nationwide. However, it is unfortunate that FDC has become a laughing stock. We have experienced a lot of challenges. Many of our members have sacrificed. Many have been jailed. Others have even lost their lives. We thought that one day, one time, we shall overcome the war. But I must say that the struggle is not over. We must continue with the same. My colleagues have put in their inputs. I'm happy the report has been adopted. The party president has been very precise, and the report is. Now, to me, my input now would be, one, that after the process, as it is indicated in the report, of touching this and that, to make sure the whole process is over, there should be time for a team to move around and bring now for the people the new message. Of course, from here we are not going to keep quiet. We are taking the message to the people that have come to represent. I'd also put in an input that now that the national chairperson is now Ambassador Birikwa, there should be also a process to make sure that those instruments of power are handed to our leaders here who are now substantial. Therefore, members, I don't defer from my colleagues, because whatever is contained in the report gives us a chance to pursue the matter and forge forward, so that we now differ from these statements of saying this one is from Naja, this one is from Katonga. We are now creating a new family. We must say we are thankful to the founder, Dr. Besije, and the NEC members for all the struggle that have done. And we look forward to continue with the discussions with other members, putting also your inputs, so that we have a solution for this matter. I beg to move.
Yes, you have second.
When a snail finds cracks in its shell, it changes the house. I therefore second the motion of this document in its totality without any change, and go forward forming a new house. I beg to move.
Thank you very much. Unjiri has seconded. Yes, sir.
Now, Gidudu Amza Muduku from Mbale District. I'm chairman Mbale District. It is unfortunate to leave this place without Mbale having not delivered a message to such the National Delegate Conference. My dear friends, I would like first and foremost to second this motion strongly 100%. I would like to extend this message to you directly that all over this problem which is now occurring in this party is directly from Mbale region. And really I would like to assure you to separate Mbale people from the snakes who spoiled the whole nation, and people may think that this region or Mbale people are part of that people. We are not part of that people. If we were to be part of those people, we would have not traveled far from up to here in Kampala. Secondly, I would like to extend this sincere sympathy for the families of those guys who are now rotting in their prison. They are rotting because of not their strong or they killed, but they're suffering because they're fighting for the democracy of this country. Really, we are suffering at the expense of lack of unity. But according to the experience we are now seeing here, is a symbol to symbolize that really we are warning for the change. And let us unite for the change and stand firm for the change. Nothing I can say more than that.
Thank you
I
very
can
much.
extend sincerely thanking that I wish you prosperity and success in the implementation of this agenda. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen, fellow compatriots, my name is Chalanat Ashraf. I come from the land of the champions, and I stand here to represent the people of Sebei in this National Delegates Conference. I stand before you today as a representative of the people of Sebei, united for quest for change, for a better future. As we gather here today, we know that we stand at a critical juncture where our nation's history and the status quo is no longer accepted. As people of Sebei sub-region, we too have suffered the same consequences of the junta's regime. And I want to say that I second the motion that we form a new political party, and also state that since the Constitution of Forum for Democratic Change under Article 36 provides for the solution of FDC, also second the dissolution of the party. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Delegate. The party chairman, the FDC founding body, all the members present, invited guests. We are all here actually for a new reunion, to be reborn again, for a new formation, trying actually to run away from the bad leadership all the way at the national level, being actually engineered by the current government. So therefore, for us here, as one Uganda, we are refocusing the forces of change to the struggle for freedom for all of us. I, Wycliffe Tumsime, representing the people of Hoima City, I therefore also put a voice on supporting the motion of creating a new formation party for our people. One Uganda, John Vianney Ayore,
Yes.
the district chairperson for Kanombo district.
Yes.
When FDC was formed,
Yes.
I was 13 years old.
Now
Today,
you're 20.
I'm here to...
You are 30 what? 33.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good mathematician. I am here to support the motion that that party which was formed when I was 13, it comes to an end. I also support the motion in its entirety as amended. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'd like to hear, we are here.
We want
I'm a woman.
to put it on record that even the women in Uganda seconded the motion that we adopt the report read to us by the President and the amendment by my sister, the Honorable Salam Musumba. I, Vastin Katshabe, the chairperson, Rwanda District, do second the motion.
Thank you very, very much.
Mama, I'm Prosina Kanwaji from Chira Municipality, Wakiso District. And as a teacher of physics, I believe at this point in time, no amount of restoring force can restore FDC to its original values, core values of integrity and tolerance. I therefore second the idea and motion of making a very painful surgical decision to dissolve FDC and make a new formation that will redirect our country to liberate our motherland. Thank you.
A hand clap for when I picked nomination forms for Member of Parliament in Mudadi West 2021, people thought I was joking, but I said I must appear on the ballot. Reason, I had been expelled in the party because of not supporting the candidate of the Secretary General. I said it, I cannot tolerate this. I cannot be under dictatorship in a dictatorship. I said no. So I stand here. Even my wife told me, unless you go and create a new party, I stand to second. Thank you. Thank you very much, Strong Command.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, can you listen to the delegate? Order, please.
I'm called Ronald Jadomati, the chairman, Arua City.
Arua City is speaking.
From West Nile. I have come here with a historical trend. Right from reform agenda, the only person we know who is the founding father and our parent at home is Dr. Besji. In that regard, the children, as Doctor goes to West Nile right now, just recently as he reached there, the children saw him, who was FDC. But now, children told me that I should come and tell Doctor,
You are our father. Go ahead and form a new political party without fear or favor. The generation is coming behind you. I am heading here with a lot of profound honor and respect to assure you that West Nile is on standby gear +1 to move forward. Thank you so much.
Do you second the motion?
Obviously, automatically and 100% West Nile seconded.
Thank you very much.
Muteso, a place that is well ravaged for very many years and a number of challenges. We have come a long way fighting these challenges. Particularly, I come from a district where people were burnt in a wagon, and therefore, when the FDC party was formed, everyone saw a new beginning, a party that would push Uganda to a better level. But nonetheless, the race of life is not won by the fastest runner, but it is won by the person who gets up first after falling down. On that note, therefore, I second the motion for the formation of a new political party, and then the resolutions herein attached. Thank you very much.
Yamagongson, who is in the committee of Electoral Commission, FDC. I'm standing here with honor on behalf of people of Lango region, as a member of the People's Government, the governor of Lango region, and also particularly and specifically as a chairman, Lira City. I would want, before making my last submission on secondment, I want to say one or two things that I would be much grateful and delighted that our legal team should come and bring us fast on the way that we are moving. Because if the dissolution of the FDC will take 6 months, we don't have that patience to keep on promoting FDC. And me particularly, I don't have any patience in continuing promoting FDC. As much as they see me as the FDC, but there is no FDC Katonga and there is no FDC National Kumbi. It is not in any constitution. And if the two faces are still struggling, the best thing to do is to bring the sword to separate the child. And for us to move forward, the child is Uganda. We have got to form a movement in focusing the struggle with the people of Uganda. I stand to second the motion and beg that we go back with a position of time given so that we move with two people of Uganda for the war, which we have begun since. Others anyway started in 2021, but for us in Lang, we started with Museveni once he entered in the bush way back in 1981. So people are exhausted, we want change.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I wish every
person Mayuge from Busoga sub-region. I stand here to second the adoption and approval of all the resolutions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Protocol observed. In science, those of you who keep bees, once the beehive is attacked by the ants, led by the queen bee, decide to move away or to migrate. And I, Teresa Gideon, representing the views of the people from KYI district, I second the motion that we form a new political party and leave the other beehive and go to a
Shema district. I'm here to second the motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman Mugisha Shema.
The people of Acholi have struggled so much for the change we work for.
Thank you.
I standing horizontal to the floor, vertical to the tent, and perpendicular to the angle as I see doctor. I am called Ogweta Andruto, and I'm here to say there is no reason why we should not support the motion that was well read before us. May God bless this struggle.
Are
Thank
you
very much.
supporting the motion? Are you seconding the motion?
I well said it.
Thank you very much.
Today on this very platform that Uganda will go down on history, that the struggle will not die but gain more momentum to move forward. I, Honorable Maurice Odong, representing the voice of Gulu City, do affirm and consent to the new formations that will move this country forward. For as long as you cannot run, let's keep walking. For as much as we cannot walk, we should crawl. However much that cannot be done, by all means, we must keep moving. Thank you very much.
All right, members.